Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Matt Harvey gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last 3 starts, all 3 he's picked up wins. And if he can continue that, he should be on his way to winning his 4th in a row. It'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Digging in, George Springer. As we take a look at the splits between April and May.
George Springer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Two home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Here's Chris Bryant now, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
Chris Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Career numbers against Matt Harvey. He's gone 2 for 8. The 1-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. He's set, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bryant gets his lead at first, nobody out. On the ground to the right side. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fourth.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. None out, runners at first and second.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick.
Now the 2-1 ball, and set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. From the stretch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Career numbers against Matt Harvey. He's 1 for 2. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Inside and low, 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
The 2-1 is laid off up for ball number 3.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
The 3-1 pitch takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
3-2 pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's one on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
A base is loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Now in the box, Kyle Schwarber. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. One and one to Schwarber.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
The 1-1 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it, and that's the third out. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 2, the Reds coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. John Lester will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's last 3 starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all 3. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W in this one here today.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Reds, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't, one series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Count is 2 and 1.
And a breaking ball stays outside. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. In the air, out to right. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. This is a pitcher he's had some good success against in his career. He's hitting over 350 against him in a pretty good amount of at-bats. You can bet they're both aware of that, and we'll see who gets the better of who today.
And here's Jose Peraza. His past history against John Lester. He's a .391 hitter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Peraza swings a very capable bat against left-handed arms like this, even though he doesn't usually show a ton of power. He does put the bat on the ball, however, and of course his plus speed helps him pick up a lot of hits.
Yeah, and that's what I love about him. He knows his skill set and he stays within himself and doesn't try and do too much. He understands what he's capable of, hits the ball on the ground, line drives, maybe a gapper for a triple, and puts the defense on their heels.
Count even at 2-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Joey
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Jason Hayward now. Career numbers against Matt Harvey. He's gone 3 for 11. He also has 1 home run.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted into center field. Goslin is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, let's focus our attention on center fielder Billy Hamilton. A pitcher's dream out there covering gap to gap. He makes the extraordinary play look routine. Seriously, probably the best range of any center fielder in the game.
And now the Cubs pitcher, John Lester, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A bouncer to the left side. Suarez has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
batting ninth, shortstop, Addison.
Here's Addison Russell, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. George Springer would be next. .30 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is the guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
First pitch on its way.
That ball's back.
Russell is off at first with 2 away. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready now for Cincinnati, Adam Duvall.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And this is taken outside for ball one. Two 2-0 to Adam Duvall. The 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there. It's 3-1 now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And the count will be full.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Fouled off. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball four.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
So coming to the plate, Scott Schebler. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Nobody out, runner on first. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Popped him up. Bryant shading to his right. He's got it one away.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
In now for the Reds, Phil Gosselin. His past history against John Lester, he has a 3-for-12 line. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Lester ready, the 1-0. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Runner at second here with one man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Set to get his day started, Tucker Barnhart. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit up. Lester sets. Here it is on 1-0. Curveball that time, not even close.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
2 out here and a runner at second. Three and 0 now. Three and 1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
The 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're down 2-0. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on MLB Network from Great American Ballpark. Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Chris Bryant.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. 1 out, nobody on. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Javier Baez will be next. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they're on top 2-0. So here's the Reds pitcher, Matt Harvey. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Now Lester deals the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Hamilton. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Oh and 1, here it comes. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2.
0-2.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Jose.
Striding in once again, Jose Peraza, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Lester has his target. Here's the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinking liner toward left. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season, and the Reds have come back to tie things at 2 apiece.
You can just see the wheels turning in his mind on the mound out there. I was cruising, just needed one more out, then give up a single and a homer? Goes to show you, you can never take an out or a pitch for granted in this game.
In is Joey Votto now.
Joey Votto.
As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The windup and the 0-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So instead of leading off the next inning, the 2-out hit brings Adam Duvall in this inning.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 19 driven in. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Contreras, as we begin the top of the 4th. First offering on its way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. 6th home run on the season for him, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1-1.
Nope.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Into the box now, John Lester. As he'll take a look at ball one. Hayward takes his lead at third with one away. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
The 2-0 on the way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Goslin comes up with it. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball one. 4 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Back with it himself is Votto, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 4 and the Reds 2. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
At the plate, Phil Goslin. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Ready for another chance? Tucker Barnhart. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Missed with a breaking ball. Barnhart, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he is in there.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Now batting, Matt Harvey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the belt, the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Now Lester's 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. To second for 1. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. boy, oh boy. So no runs here on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Cubbies are in front 4-2. Here's George Springer. He'll begin things here against Matt Harvey.
Center fielder, George Springer.
First offering on its way. Changeup in for a strike.
0-1.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The next 0-2. And another foul ball. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Here now the 2-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Oh, and he misses it. He hit the corner and tries for third. Throw won't get him.
Man, this guy must be living right. That should have been an out, but now he's standing at third with a big smile on his face. They're going to rule it an error, and that's a costly one, too.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking at his career totals, Bryant brings in a batting average right at .290, a respectable number for sure. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-handed up and throwing. The 1-1 home. A bouncer up the middle. Peraza up the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo. Base is empty in front of him with 1 away following the RBI ground out. On its way is pitch number 75. A ball and no strikes. 5 runs on only 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Missed with a slider. That's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
The 3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Here's Javier Baez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. First offering on its way. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
The catcher, number 40.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Wilson Contreras, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Now the 2-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Brendan Finnegan trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Brendan Finnegan.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position. Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2 and 2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs lead this one 5-2. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Billy Hamilton.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. A fastball that just misses inside. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1 coming from Lester. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
And here's Jose Peraza. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. The 2-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Springer, still ranging back. And that one is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Dero. The hitters are on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Eugenio Suarez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And that one just missed outside. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 taken, strike 2. No outs, nobody on. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Digging in once again, Joey Votto. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Adam Duvall.
Stepping into the box, Adam Duvall. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And this catches the outside corner, strike one. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Curveball locks him up, strike three, and that's the third out. But the Reds do push across a couple on this two-run home run. Through 5 innings, it's the Cubs 5 and the Reds 4. Striding in once again, Jason Hayward. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Jason Hayward.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Chopped weakly up the first base line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Goslin fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Cubs, pitcher, John Lester.
Ready once again, John Lester. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a soft liner. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Hey guys, you know what's funny about this? That's why we're in the booth and that manager's down there. I would have pinch hit for him right there. I would have thought that's a perfect opportunity to get someone else to the plate. He's stuck with this guy, and not only did it pay off, but he hit a beautiful base hit.
In now, Addison Russell, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Brandon Finnegan. He's gone 2 for 8. Lester, base runner at first with 1 out. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, George Springer. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out to right. Duvall moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. Two down, runners at first and second. Two and 0 now. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Brandon Finnegan. He's 0 for 7. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. In his career, Rizzo is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Has a look, now the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And this goes right past him. Oh my, that might plate 2. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Cubs 6 and the Reds 4. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Left fielder, Scott Schebler.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Russell moving to his left. Makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman, Phil.
Digging in and looking for more, Phil Gosselin. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
One strike.
Now the 2-1. Sliced hard on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Up next for Cincinnati, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tucker Barnhart. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Justin Wilson takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Justin Wilson.
Jesse Winker will be called on to pinch hit now, and he'll do it in a golden RBI spot as he's got 2 men in scoring position with only 1 gone in the inning. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So stepping in, Billy Hamilton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Barnhart at second with 2 down. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
Here he comes on 2-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's Baez. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Reds 5. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Kevin Shackelford is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
41, Kevin Shackelford.
Ready for another chance? Javier Baez. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Javier Baez.
The pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Missed with a slider.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Smoke on the ground left side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Duvall will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. First pitch coming, here it is. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. That's wide, 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Tommy La Stella will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Tommy La Stella.
And the changeup is way low that time. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. The 1-0 towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out. Cubs strand a couple as it remains a 6-5 ball game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 41, Steve Cishek.
Jose Peraza will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First offering on its way. And that misses low and away, ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Again, another foul ball. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Digging in to try it again, Eugenio Suarez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
Peraza aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Working for the punch out and the offering. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Joey Votto will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And now they've got him in a rundown. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. The 1-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. This is in the air to left field. Schwarber is going to get there, and that retires the side. Reds go down quietly. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Reds, number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Here's Addison Russell.
Leading off for the Cubs, shortstop, Addison Russell.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Schebler racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Here's George Springer. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Hit toward the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. One out, one on in a one-run game. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
To short. Peraza is up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
First baseman number 44.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here's Javier Baez. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's gone 2 for 8. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's in there for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Sliders in for a strike. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Carl Edwards Jr. is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. In now for the Reds, Adam Duvall. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's out number 1.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder.
Stepping up now, Scott Schebler. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One 0 count. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Phil.
Now to the plate, Phil Gosselin. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Ball two.
Inside, ball two.
And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Tucker Barnhart would be next. Full count still.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count offering on its way. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Raisel Iglesias will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Scooter Gennett will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 3, Scooter Gennett.
Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Kyle Schwarber waits on deck. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
The next Cubba, Kyle Schwarber. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
The 1-0 home is a ball below the zone.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
From the stretch. Swung on, missed. 2-1.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
in there, and it's even now, 2-2. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So striding in, Jason Hayward. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, he's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. Contreras on second, Schwarber at first with no outs. This one's flared out toward left. Schebler on the move. He slides and brings it in. Nice play there for out number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher, Carl.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Victor Caratini will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Victor Caratini.
And a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Three and 1. And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Stepping in now, Addison Russell, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Working to keep them in the game here. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Schebler. And that's the 3rd out. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Your attention, please. Now
Safe situation looming here, and they'll hand the ball off to the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. Digging in, Tucker Barnhart. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set and the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line. And he's safe.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there, and sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Billy Hamilton. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. First pitch coming, here it is. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Well, this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
And here's Jose Peraza as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Up around the face. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base, and 2 men gone here in the 9th. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. And he lays off for ball 1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
ripped down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball. Hit it.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Cubbies took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. John Lester earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Matt Harvey takes the loss, only his first of the year. Brandon Morrow records the save, his 18th. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Here now.